I know this is getting a little bit redundant and it's been said before and it'll be said again. We've never seen anything like Victor Wembanyama. I mean, this dude is unreal. He has games like he did tonight where you're just like, how do you even quantify how good this dude is? He just turned 21 years old less than a month ago. And the dude is on, I don't even have words. I truly don't even have words. The guy is a psychopath, how good he is at basketball. And the things he does, I mean, they blow out the Milwaukee Bucks tonight. Really impressive win over a fully healthy Milwaukee team. I mean, Giannis goes for 35, 14, and 6, and they still lose by 28 points. Like, this is crazy, crazy stuff that Wemby did tonight. Dropping 30 points, 14 rebounds, 6 blocks, 9 of 20, 5 of 11 from 3. Is the efficiency unbelievable? No, but is it really good? Absolutely. 5 of 11 from 3 from a 7-footer, again, is ridiculous. But the highlights from tonight's game are unbelievable. The Spurs need to be adding to this team because they have the ability to be really, really good for a very long time if they take this seriously at all. Because I just, how do you not make a serious argument at this point for the adding to this roster? Because they're already, I mean, what, they're 21-24. Yes, they're slightly under 500. Yeah, they're probably not winning a title this year or anything like that. But if you have the opportunity to add a player like De'Aaron Fox to a team with Victor Wembanyama, you have to do it. If you can add a true franchise co-star for Victor Wembanyama, you have to take advantage of that opportunity because the things he is doing are ridiculous and you just can't waste that level of talent. And the fact of the matter is the core around him isn't that good. I mean, Stephon Castle's showing real promise. And if he can develop a real consistent 3-ball, which he was 3 of 6 tonight, he's going to be a beast. Sohan has shown growth this season as a player. Keldon Johnson was a really efficient 24 points off the bench tonight, although he would probably be included in a De'Aaron Fox trade. Devin Vassell is a efficient, solid tertiary guy, but he's not the second best team on a contending team. Second best player on a contending team. Harrison Barnes, Chris Paul give you 2 high-level veterans. Would one or both of those guys wind up getting traded in potential deals at the deadline? It's possible, but I would say probably unlikely. I just think there is a real path for them to maintain like almost every player in their rotation and get better because they have 9 tradable first round picks. They have a bunch of other assets that they can include in trades like pick swaps and young talent and things of that nature. Is it the best young talent? No, not exactly. But can they make multiple moves if they want to at the deadline? Absolutely. And the thing is, you look at just what Wemby did tonight, the highlights from tonight's game. It's insane the things that this man is capable of. In fact, I'm gonna go full screen real quickly so that we can go through here and break down some of these Wemby highlights because they are absurd. The stuff he was doing tonight, first and foremost, look at this block. There's not another player in the NBA that's getting to that ball. I'm not sure there's a player in NBA history getting to that ball. Is it a goaltend? Maybe. The ball might be coming down. But I'm not sure that there's any players in NBA history getting to that ball besides Victor Wembanyama. That is insane. One ridiculous defensive play. Look at this. This is one of the greatest plays I think I've ever seen. He saves a ball that's backcourt for any other player in the league and then hits that. Is it lucky? Maybe a little bit. Is it insane? Absolutely. It is ridiculous. I mean, the stuff that this dude is doing. One-legged 3. One-legged 3. Look at the shot. What? He's 7'4". He's 7'4", and he's 21 years old. I mean, he has the most games in NBA history with 5 3-pointers made and 5 blocks. He's 21 years old. I don't even have words. Giannis Antetokounmpo, one of the 2 best players in the sport, swatted by Wemby. Easy money. Let's not forget the dude's got point guard skills, like real point guard skills. He is insanely competitive, and then you get the ball going right down the other end. Giannis, catch again, attack downhill. Nope, not on Wemby. Not another player in the league that's doing that. There's just not. You just can't look at all these highlights from one game and not go, holy crap, this is the greatest player we've ever seen. I just don't know how that's not the conclusion at this point if you're watching. Like, I'm not saying he's the greatest player right now you've ever seen, but he is one of the greatest talents that we've ever seen. There is absolutely no doubt about that whatsoever. Averaging 24.5 points a game, almost 11 rebounds, almost 4 assists, and 4 blocks a game as well. He's the most impactful rim protector in the league. He's legitimately a high-level option in terms of his perimeter defensive ability. ability as well. He moves his feet great. His biggest flaw as a player is that he turns the ball over too much, and I don't think that's that big of a flaw at the end of the day when you compare to all the other great things he does, and that's something he will clean up as his career progresses. And I mean, at the end of the day, he's got some decent guys around him, but there's no true co-star. That's the key for them as to why I think it's almost a no-brainer to try to go at a guy like De'Aaron Fox. I mean, De'Aaron Fox is actively saying he wants to play in San Antonio. You do whatever you need to do to get that guy with Victor Wembanyama, because that is a 27-year-old star in the prime of his career. You pair that with Victor Wembanyama and you immediately have a duo that rivals the best duos in basketball. 2 top 15 or 20 players in the sport. Wemby is higher than that. And again, they're only going to get better as a duo. Like, this isn't a team that's going to win the title this season. Even if they make big moves at the deadline, they're not winning the title this year, but they don't need to. There's not a path for them to be bad enough to get a high level pick at this point anyway. So unless they were to get exceedingly lucky in the lottery. So you might as well build now when you have the opportunity to add that future point guard next to Victor Wembanyama, because those guys can rule the league for the next 6 or 7 years. If you have De'Aaron Fox, Devin Vassell, Stephon Castle, Victor Wembanyama, Jeremy Sohan, other guys, and I'm sure they would want to add more shooting into the rotation. Julian Champagne's been good this year, shot the ball pretty well from 3. Harrison Barnes is an elite level 3-point shooter, even if he's a bit older at 32. And I'm sure they could find ways to add more shooting and add more of a rotation around Wemby that eventually works out ideally. But either way, the guy is just unbelievably talented. We've just never truly seen anything like Victor Wembanyama in terms of all the amazing things that he is able to do. And I don't know how you don't make every effort possible to try to surround him with the most talent you possibly can as quickly as possible, because you're never going to get an opportunity like this again. He's 21 and you just, knock on wood, he never gets hurt or anything like that, but he's already so good where it does you no good to not try to be as good as possible. And I'm not saying they need to trade all 9 of their first round picks and try to build a super team this season, but I'm saying when you have the opportunity to add stars, and that opportunity does look like it is available right now, you have to go for it, because you cannot waste a moment of a player as talented and as incredible as Victor Wembanyama is. Plain and simple. That's my opinion. And I'm not changing it. I mean, the things he did tonight were just ridiculous. Did he outplay Giannis? Maybe not quite. Is he on the same level as Giannis in terms of his play? Absolutely. The guy is a freak. And he's going to put on more weight. He's going to continue to be a 40% nearly 3-point shooter. He's 7'3" and the best rim protector in the sport. What else is there to say? I know I'm glazing a little bit, but the guy's the best. He's already a top 7 or so player in the NBA, and he's only going to get better for the next 7 years. It's insane. The guy is unbelievable. And tonight's game was exactly that indicator of why they need to make moves now to be better. So I hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. Be back with more NBA content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.